Nobody's been ruled out as a suspect in this case.
May 27th, 1999, Dale was last seen in Nucla, Colorado.
My roommate happened to tell me they had called our house asking if my dad had been there.
The citizens want answers just as much as anybody else.
As a young child, it was a big place. Back then, mining was definitely what everyone did. To me, it was the best place to grow up. You know, we'd get on our bicycles early morning and be gone all day.
It's a very, very small community. Everybody knows everybody.
I knew Dale my whole life. He was always one of those types of guys, in my opinion, that would, just like I said earlier, that would give his shirt off of his back to help anyone. So in '98, before I left the area, Dale was in this first building doing auto body, and then I believe he had the windows down at where Ruth's top view.
My dad was working on a car, and one of his friends had stopped in to chit-chat with him, and they ended up playing a game of darts.
This person reported that Dale received a phone call at his shop that afternoon, and it was somebody who was requesting a jump on their vehicle out near Paradox, Colorado. Dale very quickly said that he told him that he had to go, and he got into his white Ford F-250 truck and left to go meet this person allegedly in Paradox. Dale's wife reports it to law enforcement that he's been missing. She began calling the shop, trying to get in touch with him. She was unable to. According to her, it was not like Dale to not come home. It was a matter of days, and no evidence as to where Dale was turned up by anybody. So on July 4th, about 6 weeks after he'd gone missing, a family was swimming in the Dolores River, and they had found Dale's truck submerged in about 10 feet of water.
And they located the vehicle underneath the water. At that time, the investigation was called out, and the vehicle was removed from the river. And then a short time later, some divers went down with the Montrose County Sheriff's Office and Montrose Police Department.
The truck belonged to a man who suddenly vanished 6 weeks before. Hopes, however, were quickly dashed when no other signs of the missing man were recovered.
You know, even though the truck was underwater, there's technology that exists today that can extract DNA profiles from items that have been underwater.
Nucla is where Dale's shop was and where he went missing from. The confluence of the Dolores and San Miguel River, where his pickup truck was located, are approximately 10 miles south and more west of the town of Nucla.
The family began putting up missing flyers, and they were putting them up in the post office. Dale's wife had gone into the post office one day and realized that all the missing posters had been torn down. She worked with local law enforcement at that time, and they were able to put up a hidden camera in the post office, which subsequently showed the same individual tearing those flyers down a third time. So in the months leading up to Dale Williams' disappearance, he had some issues, some friction, so to speak, with a former friend. Dale Williams and his wife had reportedly helped this individual's wife move to another state to get away from the marriage. And this had been a source of friction between the Williams and this individual. Some of the months again leading up to his disappearance, Dale had come to his shop and had found a torn up picture of himself, his wife, and this individual and their wife in front of the shop. There were also some .22 caliber bullets that were over the torn up picture.
Him and his wife had the movie store.
And then a short time later, Dale's wife had found a .22 caliber pistol in a video return box where she worked.
I 100% think that my dad was murdered. He would have never walked away from me and my sister. I think that his body is somewhere in a mine. Your van is covered with mines, thousands. There's absolutely no way that nobody knows what happened to my dad.
Our hope, obviously, is that we could finally, after 22 years, bring some closure to Dale's family. Even more so, I would say I hope maybe the person responsible for Dale's disappearance will grow a conscience and come forward and speak with me.